Hey yo, what's up everybody? I hope you're all out there having an absolutely marvelous day. Welcome into the channel or welcome back to the channel. My name is Michael and I'm here just doing Michael things. And as you can see before us, we have a medium-sized stack of top-loaded cards, which means in this video we will be going through my PC of Marvel trading cards. But before we dive into this video, I just want to take a moment to thank y'all for taking time out of your day and tuning into the channel. If you enjoy what y'all see, and I really hope that you do, please consider smashing that like button, leaving a comment, subscribing, and sharing the content and channel. Also, make sure to hit that notification bell so y'all won't miss out on new uploaded content. Only takes you a second to do, but means absolutely everything to me. So, without further ado, let's get after it. And as I had stated previously, this is a continuation of going through my PC of Marvel trading cards. We are still on the letter P, so let's get into it right now. All right, this character is has been a side character of mine that I've always liked. She's not really a forefront player, but she is important to a lot of the storylines in the 90s. So let's just jump right into it right now. We are talking about Lorna Dane, also known as Polaris. And this is the 1992 Impel series. This is most commonly referred to as the Jim Lee set from the 92 Impels because Jim Lee did all the artwork for each character in this set. So there, as that being said, you can see here it's got great artistry, great imagery. We got Polaris in her green glory. Card looks absolutely great condition all the way around. Looks centered, quite damn near perfectly centered. But yeah, good looking card. There's your information there on the back. All right, let's move on to the next card. This one is the 1992 Impel. This is the Series 1. I'm sorry there, starting. I was just looking at the card. It's got a little bit of damage there at the top that I didn't notice before, or if that's just part of the image, but I don't know. I think it may be just damage to the card because damage on that corner. There's damage on this whole entire card all the way around. Well, not all the way around. All the corners are dinged up. But anyway, great artwork, great imagery. I really like this set. Really like this characters. There's your information there on the back. All right, let's move on to the next card. This one is the 1993 Skybox X-Men Series 2 X2 set. And then this has got a little bit more risque with her outfit. Went in a completely different direction when it came to her outfit, or lack thereof outfit, in comparison to what she used to wear with the whole full body suit. Now she's wearing like a bathing suit with some gloves and some hooker boots. But anyway, great image though, great artwork. That's sweet. It is a really sweet card. All right, there's information there on the back. All right, let's move on to the next card. This one is also from the 1993s, the year of 1993, but this is the Marvel Masterpiece. This is, the artist is Dan Lawless. On this one, prominently put right there on the front, Dan Lawless. We got that gold foil across the 93 Marvel Masterpiece, and then the purple foil across the bottom of the image. But again, great artwork, great imagery. Very indicative to the 90s artistic style. And there's how she looked way back when they first introduced her. Like, I think it was, what, 70s. She was first introduced into the 70s, maybe early 60s. Let's see what this one says here. I didn't check that out. Yep, first appearance was the Uncanny X-Men number 49, October of 1968. So that's probably the late 60s, maybe early 70s image of what Polaris used to look like. All right, let's move on to the next card. I have 1, 2 of these next cards. These ones are of the 1994 Marvel Universe. This one has that gold foiling. This was she looking a lot buffer. Okay, had the gold foil there on the Marvel Universe 1994 logo, and also down the name. Again, condition of the card looks absolutely pristine. Both cards look pristine. Well, let's turn this one over so you guys can see the information there on the back as well. And again, there's that 80s version of Polaris, the evil Lorna Dane, the evil Polaris, before she collected herself and went back to being the normal Polaris. There you go. There's that one there. Let's move on to the next card. These ones are the 1994 Fleer Ultra X-Men. These ones are, again, the commissioned pieces that artists were asked to do for this set. And again, great artwork, great imagery. I love this painting of Polaris. Kind of reminds me of an earlier crap, I just lost her name. An actress during the late 70s, early 80s to mid 80s, maybe to late 80s. So we'll just say late 70s to late 80s. I can't even remember. She looks a lot like this person in this picture who she was, Polaris was mimicked from. Oh man, this is going to bother me. I'm not going to rack my brain trying to figure out who it is now. I swear I just had her name and now it's gone. Bye-bye. See ya later. Hopefully. Maybe before I get done with this video, her name will come back to me. But damn it, I can't remember for the life of me right now that actress' name that this image reminds me of her. But anyway, there's that one. Let's continue on. I got 1, 2, 3 1995 Fleer Ultra. This one is the X Factor team photo. So as you can see, I got 3 of them right there. I'll let you look at the back of that one as we look at the front of the other one. Nelson DeCastro is the artist there. Has a little bit of information as well. Great looking artwork, great imagery. The way that he has her flying there, and I guess I can only presume that that would be like an island down here, and then the moon in the background with a blood red sky. I don't know. But anyway, great looking art, great artist, great artist. All right, there's the third one. All right, moving on. This next card is from the 1995 Flair Marvel Annual. This is another one of those CG renditions, the CGI that just look. She is a PC character, so yes, I'm going to have this card, but it's just so out of proportion. The way her shoulders look to her breasts, to her head, to her breasts. I mean, I know it's at a downward angle that we're looking at her, like it's at like this angle, but the CG artist, they dropped the ball on this one. Again, like I've stated in other ones, I've seen worse, but I've definitely seen way better. But anyway, this is the Torment of Polaris. There's information there. All right, let's continue on. This next card, I have two of the same image, but one's the base and one's a variant. This is from the 2020-2021 Marvel Annual. This is our base of Polaris. As you can see, we got the X Factor comic book cover on the back, or on the background, and her in her X Factor uniform in the foreground. As you can see here on the back, this comic book cover is what we see in the background here. Well, on the next card, that one being a variant tier card of this image, the background will be completely different. There's your information there. A better look at your information there on the back. All right, now on to the variant tier 1 card. As you can see, the background is completely different. That's what makes it the variant. They took a different comic book, but information on the back is absolutely the same as it is on the base. The only difference is this background doesn't match the base background. Let me get that card back out and I'll show you here the difference of the two and what makes it a variant. This image looks a little bit bigger and a little bit more yellowish than this one does. Maybe it's just me, but it does look like this one's just a tad bit bigger. It may be just me. But anyway, you can see the different backgrounds there indicating two different styles. Alright, let's move on to the next card. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 base cards from the 2021-2022 Marvel Annual. There you go. All 4 base cards right there. Great artwork, great imagery. All right, there's your information there on the back. Card is in absolutely amazing condition. Corners, edges, surfaces, front and back. Absolutely impeccable. The torment that this woman goes through in the pages of the comic book in the earlier years of the 90s, of being torn back and forth of whether or not Magneto was her dad, is Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver really her brother and sister, and blah blah blah, how manipulative Magneto was to just try and control Polaris and her powers, making her believe that he was her dad. And then all the while, the one person who truly cared about her the most, Alex Summer, also known as Havoc, went through a lot of heartache with this woman and for this woman. That just shows you how much he really loved her. Anyway, let's continue on. This one is the 2023 Allegiance Avengers vs. X-Men base set card. This is an amazing, realistic image. I love the highlights, the lowlights, the tones of all the different colors of green. That just makes this card seem so much, or this image seems so realistic, even though it is an image. Yes, it is an image out of a comic book. That is just, it just blows my mind to see the progression through over the years of the comic strip style artistry back in the early 60s, 70s, and how it's progressed through the 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and now halfway through the 2025, the 2020s. We're in 2025. And this artwork is just absolutely amazing. It just keeps getting better and better and better and more realistic. I absolutely love it. From an artist standpoint, and from a person who loves art, not only just because I draw, but I also appreciate others and their others' work. That's why I'm such a huge fan of comic books and of these trading cards. But all right, let's continue on. Next card is 1, 2, 3, 4 4 base cards. This one is from the 2023-2024 Marvel Annual. There you go, all 4 cards there. I believe this is when Havoc died. I don't know. I'm sorry about that pause there. I was reading the back of the card. It didn't state anything. Again, another bit of information that escapes me at the moment. I knew why she was dressed the way that she was dressed and why she was holding the flowers. She was at a funeral. I thought maybe was this when Multiple Man died? She was at his funeral. I'm sorry everybody. I can't remember right off the top of my head. It's gone. I apologize. But again, great artwork, great imagery, and again, image taken straight from the pages of the comic books. Here, let me show you the back again, just in case I didn't do it long enough earlier. There we go. Let's move on to the next card. I have 1, 2, and I just dropped one. Oh, damn it. Got 1, 2, 3 of the 2024 Women of Marvel. We got all 3 of them right there. So when they X Factor decided to change up their uniforms a little bit, but again, I love that foiling in the background of that comic book panel. That foiling is absolutely amazing. Great artwork, great imagery on Lorna. Alright, let's continue on. The next card, or cards, I have are from the... Well, let's do this one first, because this one was out of order. This one is from the 2023 Marvel Fleer Ultra Wolverine. This is the an insert subset, non-numbered card of the EX Century clear cut, translucent, acetate image. What they did here, as you can see with that green foiling there in the background there, it is a raised card. Because they had this original image here and then they cut it out and then they stuck it onto a translucent plexi acetate card, which, it's one of those sweet ass insert subset cards that everybody chases. But like I stated, this one is a non-numbered card, but still PC character, still badass card. Really like that one. That is sweet. Alright, let's move on to the next. I have 2 different variations of this card. This one is from the Matriarchs of Marvel from 2024. This one is the silver base of Polaris. As you can see there, great artistry, great imagery. Did an absolutely fantastic job. This is another one by Megan Hetrick. There's your information on the back. Silver Classic indicates that this is the base. All right, there's your information. There's your image. So this was the base card. And now this next one is just a blue base parallel, where all you see here is the silver. This one is in blue. Non-numbered card, it's just a blue base parallel. Pretty sweet with that blue foiling there. Good looking card. Again, everything on the back of the card is the same information, except this one states that it's a blue, where the other one says that it was a silver classic. So again, same image, just in silver and blue foil. Alright, on to the last card for this character, which then in turn will be the last card for this video. This is from the 2024 Marvel rendition Spider-Man. This one is the insert subset. This is a retro card showing homage to the 1992 Impels. And as you can see, the background, the appearance is quite similar to the 92 Impel set. Obviously, the background color is different, but the whole basic style, the way it's done, is all homage to the 92 set. But again, great artwork, great imagery. She looks quite pissed, about ready to just mess somebody up. Right, here's the information there on the back of the card. Well, that's it, everybody. That concludes this video. So as I wrap up another one, I just want to say thanks again for joining me today. I hope you all enjoyed this showcase as much as I enjoyed presenting it to you. Y'all support means absolutely everything to me, and it makes the world of difference not only to me, but to this channel. And I greatly appreciate it and each and every one of y'all for doing so. So, before y'all go, please take care of yourselves, take care of your loved ones, be kind to everyone everywhere you go, because what you put out returns to you 1,000-fold. So with that being said, I hope the rest of your day continues to be absolutely marvelous, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Later, people. Peace.